Caffeine, our unsung savior in today's society. It's the drink that gives us life. No matter who we are, where we're from, what we do, we can all agree that this wonderful warm drink can truly improve our lives. From the energy to productivity and the increase in the mood it gives us. Not to mention the beautiful taste of it. Sorry about that. But then I started having crashes, and not small ones either. At first, I thought it was me just starting work in uni for the first time, but soon enough I found out that that wasn't the case. I soon realised that 1 to 2 hours after I had my coffee, I would start daydreaming, I'd lose my focus, and ironically, I'd become even more tired than I was before I drank the coffee. I knew that something needed to change, and this is why I'm making this video. I am taking a coffee hiatus in the first time in what is 2.5 years. I would say I almost got addicted to caffeine when my training got intense. Running for South Wales last year, where I would have up to 4 cups of coffee a day. Since my training, I have just built a habit of it. And just like the most of us, I never thought about the side effects that coffee would bring me. It only came to my attention recently when YouTubers making videos on quitting coffee popped up into my recommended page. And ever since then, I've been extremely curious as to how my life would change without the use of coffee. I have no plan. I have no idea when I'm going to stop the challenge, but I'm very curious to see what the side effects are of staying off coffee. What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages, and how long will we stay on this journey of no caffeine? Let's find out. I can definitely feel the side effects of not taking coffee. You know, I'm less productive, I have less energy levels, I'm not as efficient with my work. But one of the main reasons I started this was because I kept having crashes, and I no longer have those. When my body eventually wakes up, which is around midday, I do get in some decent work without the crashes. Everything was going okay. We were avoiding our crashes and getting work done. But as time went on, I suffered more and more without coffee to save me. I felt like I was falling behind on work, and I could feel the stress building. I think it is safe to say that I regret starting this challenge. It's very hard to stay awake, especially in the morning, but we've got to grind through it. After doing this for around 2 weeks now, I can really appreciate coffee more than ever. It's clear to me that it can really improve our productivity in life. But what do the experts think of it? So some of the most interesting facts about coffee is that it can actually cause anxiety to one's health. You see, coffee is meant to be used to give you energy to be productive, but sometimes we can use that in the wrong areas. We can use the same energy to stimulate our fight or flight hormones, which can then cause an increase in anxiety. I personally can't talk much about this because I don't really feel the effects of anxiety as other people do, but one thing that I've seen a massive benefit with is sleeping. The science behind it is that caffeine can stay within our bloodstream for up to 10 hours. And so if we have a coffee in the afternoon, that means when we do eventually go to sleep, we will still have caffeine within our bloodstream. Now, what this means is we will lose 20% of our deep sleep. So you can see the massive impact that coffee has if you have one in the afternoon and how that is related to your sleep. All people, so we're about 18 days in now, and I tell you what, it's pitch black outside. I could really use a coffee right now. Not only did I miss the benefits that coffee gave me, but I also missed something that I never thought I would really appreciate until now. The unique point I am talking about is the social aspect of things. The idea of having coffee, whether on a date or in work, is something that I never really appreciated until now. You know, coffee is a drink that allows people to connect, to socialize together. Let's say you're in a cafe and all of your mates are having coffees and you're just having a water. It's just not the same thing. And that's something that I never really appreciated. Right, so we're probably around 3.5 weeks in now, edging towards the end of the month. And when I thought about the challenges that I was going to face, I was considering the productivity, the energy levels, the drop in my ability to do work. But I never thought I would miss the taste of coffee. So what has been my replacement to stop this craving? Well, believe it or not, the closest thing I could get to was juice. Yes, that is right, juice. And I know what you're thinking. Ben, what are you on about? And no, juice isn't a warm drink. Arguably, it's the complete opposite. But what I will say is that it gives you a taste that water just doesn't give. And surprisingly, for me anyway, it stopped the craving. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day. The challenge is over for me, day 28. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. It's been a while since I had coffee. I'm looking forward to this. Oh, I haven't tasted that in so long. After doing this challenge, I've come to a conclusion that is, drinking coffee in the morning isn't such a bad thing. Me personally waking up at 5:30 and trying to stay awake for a good 4 hours before I get some decent work, to me, is a waste of time. Having 1 or 2 coffees in the morning gives you the energy and improves your productivity, and therefore you just get more work done throughout the day. However, the only change I am making within my life is that I am not going to be having coffee afternoon, because my sleep has drastically improved from this challenge, and I truly believe, after hearing what the experts have said and after my own experience, I can really feel that drinking coffee in the noon can really impact your sleep. But with that said, that has been the challenge. That has been my experiences with it. I hope you've taken some lessons from it, and I shall see you in the next video. Take care.